I'm just at Portsmouth International Port and I'm about to get the longest ferry of my life. I believe this is the longest ferry in Europe. It is a 31-hour voyage from Portsmouth all the way to Santander in Spain. It's with Brittany Ferries and it is on one of the newer ships on their fleet. Now, most of my really long ferry trips I do take on my own, but today I've managed to drag my partner along with me.
All right.
Are you excited, Rich?
I'm just so excited is the right word. Trepidation comes to mind. Fear. No.
Fear. Rich is being very dramatic. I took a 59-hour bus in Indonesia once, mate.
Yeah, true.
This is nothing compared to that. We've got a cabin. So Rich is also making a YouTube video about this trip. He may have a slightly different perspective to me. So I'll link his channel in the description and you can take a look at that as well. Right, shall we go into the room and see what awaits us? Hello. Hi. Can we check in for Santander?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Okay.
We'll start boarding 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Straight there where it says departure.
Perfect, thank you. The good news is we are all checked in. The bad news is we have to wait 3 hours until we can get on the ferry. So we're here at, well, it's just gone 8 and we can go on the ferry at 11. But obviously we're not just going to like loiter around Portsmouth between the hours of 8 and 11. Wasn't really much that we could do, especially not with this massive suitcase. So we're here and we're waiting. What time is it, Ricky? 9:30. 9:30. Hour and a half. Got an hour and a half to go. Have made myself very comfortable here. I've got Married at First Sight playing there. Been eating mini eggs chocolate, which I've had to put away.
That was our emergency rations.
Oh, okay, I've eaten all the emergency rations. So hope we don't get stuck at sea. I think Rich is still worried that it's the 18th century and we're going to end up stranded in the Bay of Biscay. This is Portsmouth International Ferry Port. There's not a huge amount going on. I really don't recommend getting here 3 hours before your ferry. The Brittany Ferries check-in desk is just here. And then there's a general store down there. And then all of this stuff is shut. I presume it's open when it's busier. There is a couple of water fountains, toilets, and then there's a cafe there. They do serve alcohol, as well as some like sandwiches and snacks. But that is pretty much it. I've got about half an hour left at Married at First Sight, so that will keep me occupied for a bit at least. You're so restless.
Yeah, I know, I just want to get the ship.
Pacing won't make this. Oh. What's that?
This is the final call for all passengers travelling on Ferry sailing to Cardiff.
Need to watch something on TV, do a meditation. I'm feeling pretty zen.
Yeah.
I watched one episode of Married at First Sight, then I did a relaxing YouTube meditation. All right, we're being called. Yeah, it is literally half an hour until the ferry leaves. And it would be so nice to be able to get settled like a couple of hours before, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'd like to get on deck to see it leave.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if I will now, I'm tired. Quite intense security going through at Portsmouth. Let's take my watch off, got patted down and everything. Right. It looks like a lot of lorries going on. I presume all of these are going on to the Santander ferry that we are about to embark on. Actually, I think that's the Cayenne ferry there. Okay, so all of these cars are queuing here. And then I'm guessing we go up here. World's slowest lift. Oh, we're on 4. Oh, we're 3. Like, crew only, no access to deck 9 cabins? Well, I guess we have to go 8 then. I don't think we're supposed to be here. You know when you're so tired and you just lose the plot a bit? I guess this is us, 4-8. Okay. Oh, interesting. All right, cool. Okay, we're in. Welcome to my crib. 31-hour ship edition. So this is the room that we're going to be in for the next 2 nights. We did get the cheapest room going, so we have features like this which is obviously reflective of Portsmouth right now. You can fit 4 people in this room, which seems quite crazy. It's a bit snug for the 2 of us. Only 1 bed is made up. I think this one is probably made up, but it's just not pulled down. Hey, all right, cool. Don't know, maybe pull. Oh yeah, pull this one down if you fancy going on the top. And then you've got a bedside table here with both UK and EU plugs, USBs and lights. There is a dressing table / desk here, and we have actually got a TV. It says smart. Maybe it's a smart TV, babe. A French TV, British TV, Brittany Ferries channels. We've got a mirror, a very long mirror, which is actually really handy. We need one of these at home. And we've also got a magnifying mirror. And then here you've just got places to hang your belongings and a couple of pegs. You've got this very jazzy lit up patch on the floor, which says Bon Voyage, Feliz Viaje. Right, I've not had a look in the bathroom yet. This is our ensuite. So we've got a sink, cups and soap. Very tired looking person here. And we've got a shower. And it all looks very nice and clean. Yeah, it all looks good. I took a ferry last year, not with Brittany Ferries, with another ferry line. And oh my goodness, the shower was disgusting. If I can find the video, I'll insert it here. Rich has gone for a little stroll, so I just wanted to use the time to open up this beast and just get everything that I need, at least for the night, so we can put it away somewhere. We've got 6 bottles of water. This is when we'll probably find out that there's a water tap or like drinking water refillable or something. But I wanted to be prepared. It only cost us about £3. Last year I did what I called a DIY cruise. So I took 4 ferries in 4 nights, and then I timed them so every ferry I was able to spend a day or at least like half a day in a new destination. So I went to Barcelona, Mallorca, Toulon in France, Bastia in Corsica and Genoa in Italy. It was honestly really awesome. I got on 4 different ferries. I obviously did not have this case. I only had my small black bag. So I'm pretty well attuned to ferries now. I know the lay of the land, and I spent quite a lot in bottled water originally until I remembered that I needed to keep buying it on land. So hence the purchases of all of these bottles. The other thing I've just noticed that we don't have in this cabin is a kettle. To be fair, you don't really get them on many ferries, but you do on the Northlink ferry from Aberdeen to Shetland. And I really wanted a kettle because I really wanted to use my hot water bottle. It does feel like we're moving now, so I feel like maybe, as I'm still awake, I should go up and see England slip away.
Attention, s'il vous plaît, ceci est un message de sécurité. L'accès au garage est strictement interdit pendant la traversée. En cas d'urgence, installation, post doors,
Thank you. We are moving. It is absolutely freezing out here. Hopefully it'll be a bit warmer when we get to Santander. So many levels. Oh, hello there. You alright?
Found your way out.
Huh?
Found your way out.
I did just about. I thought you'd be outside.
Yeah, I was about to come back in and then we started moving.
Yeah. It's nice to see us depart. And this is Portsmouth slipping away. I'm away for just over 3 weeks, so spring should be springing by the time I'm back. I will of course be filming a full ferry tour tomorrow, but for now it is nearly midnight. It is time to sleep, so I'll catch up with you in the morning. Good morning. It is about 8:30 a.m. and I've just woken up and come out to this lovely balcony. I've got no idea where we are really. I can't see any land. I can see a few ships on the horizon. This ferry route, from other videos that I've seen, you do actually sail quite close to land the whole way. You do go past Land's End and Cornwall, and then you go down and you end up travelling relatively close to the French coast and the Bay of Biscay. But can't see any of it. The good news is the sun is out, but there is also some clouds on the horizon there, but it does look like we're sailing away from them. Let's go and have a little look up here. The sleep was really good actually. Probably didn't end up going to sleep until about 12:30, maybe even close to 1 o'clock, but slept very well when I actually got to sleep. If I had to guess, I'd say that we're just north of Brittany, but I'm no expert. We've still got about 24 hours on this ship before we disembark. And this is where our cabin is. Not far from the outside. Didn't even need to go outside. We've got our lovely balcony here. This is what I've got in an effort to save money. It is a slightly congealed yogurt. It's not been in the fridge. Raspberries and banana. So you've got the sports bar, and then just next to it is this very strange art installation. It's a life-size the Meninas statue, created by a Venezuelan artist of Italian-Spanish origin. But it is very strange. It is life-size. It's taller than me, which is life-size for most people. But it's got loads of these figures on, these like faces and paintings. I guess these are like Spanish royalty figures, and that's what it's made up of. So this was the house of Las Meninas, and then this is the house of sea travel. This sounds more like my kind of thing. The northern coast of Spain covers 4 regions: Basque Country, Cantabria, Asturias and Galicia. You can follow the Camino del Norte, a walking route popular with pilgrims and hikers who pass through Santoña. Santoña, a Spanish gem surrounded almost in its totality by the Cantabrian Sea, is renowned for fishing, canning, seafaring and of course anchovies. Oh look, this is where we are. Babe. Oh, maybe. This might be where we are, or this might be where we are. Maybe this one's where we are. But yeah, we are close to the coast of Brittany. Oh, I'm in trouble with Rich.
It's all Claire's fault.
So Rich just discovered this. Some information here about customs on the ship. It says here, bananas. No bananas on board. They were believed to be so unlucky they would cause the ship to be lost. Whole cargoes of bananas were especially frightening for sailors. I did bring 4 bananas on board the ship. I always eat a banana in the morning. This is very cool actually. I've not really had this on a ferry I've been on before, but it is literally like there is a museum on the ship. Like only a small one, but lots of information about the sea, which is very apt when you're sailing over it. Oh, they do the Petit Déjeuner Express here.
So you can get €6.90.
Oh, there's. Oh yeah, I'll have a mini kind of chocolate.
These are the pastries for the mini breakfast. Good breakfast, isn't it?
Yeah. You're gonna get it. Did you want a croissant or a? Rich has gone for the vegetarian breakfast. How much was it, Rich?
€9.
€9. Tasty?
Yeah, that's alright.
Yeah. It even had vegetarian bacon. Then we've got 2 coffees, 2 very tiny pastries,
Yeah, for the price.
and an orange juice. So as you might guess from the name Brittany Ferries, this is a French ship, which is quite interesting as we're not going to France, like we're not going to or from France. All of the crew are French. And it also does mean that their pastries are extra crunchy and crumbly. I will say though, the coffee is average. Not great. That was La Taberna, which is the tapas restaurant. I think this is all the reserved seating area. So we've got reserved seating lounge. I think this is for people who don't have cabins. And this is the sea club that we're not allowed into. No, this is the lounge, which you are allowed into if you have a club cabin, or you can buy access. But when we looked to buy access, it was €94 each. But you do get food and drinks in there. We are allowed at the interactive games corner though. Oh. Oh, I need to get some of those shells. I don't know how I... Oh, okay, so this lounge is for everyone, but it's the ones along from here that you're not allowed into if you don't have the access. Right, what have we got down here? There's the toilets. Non-cabin toilets here. No one in here, so I can show you the kids' club. And there's a bit more information as well. Santoña. There's a bit of information here about the Costa Esmeralda, Santoña and Cantabria, such as, did you know anchovies came from this area? Also, Santoña sounds absolutely lovely. Look at these pictures. However, I have to say, as well as YouTube, my job is writing, and part of my job is assessing whether things are AI written or not. This was clearly written by ChatGPT. And then we're back into the sports bar. It is St Patrick's Day on Monday, so there are some St Patrick's Day posters up here. Yeah, you get olives. Yeah, tapas things. Tapas du jour. Mainly ham. Oh, there's a bit of cheese. Oh, they've got some of that nice cheese you like, babe. I've also found a pale rosé. Might have one of those later.
Well, how long have we got left, Claire?
What, on the boat?
Yeah.
22 hours.
22 hours.
Yeah.
Any time for a beer yet?
Probably not yet. But we could, instead of getting, cause probably won't want anything big for lunch, we could just get a couple of tapas bits. Yeah, they do all sorts of cocktails here as well. So here are some of the prices. €9 for a cocktail. €4.90 for a kid's cocktail, like a mocktail. So, and what are we looking at wine-wise? The cheapest wine is €3.80, which is pretty good, but I don't know what that wine will be like. The cheapest rosé is $5.95. Not cheap, but also in terms of ferry prices out on the open sea is not crazy. The Six Nations is on at the moment, hence all of these flags. And there's AFL football up on screen. There is also a cinema. Lion King, Bridget Jones, Gladiator 2 or Complete Unknown. I did watch Bridget Jones last week. If I hadn't, I would actually watch it here. So this is where you queue up if you want to eat at the Azul restaurant, which is the a la carte restaurant. We did just have a little look at the menu. Well, the only veggie option is a mix of cereals and seasonal vegetables in a salt crust. Okay. And there's salmon, pork, beef, lamb.
Yeah, beef skewers.
And it is
Salmon.
€25 for 2 courses or €30 for 3. Or in the duty free. 20 odd euros for a bottle of spirits, which I think isn't too bad. They also have Salcombe gin. Salcombe's near us. The price of chocolate in duty free always baffles me. Like, how is this £6.15? Then you've got loads of perfumes. Is that how much perfume costs these days? £70. I always get the really cheap stuff. These are quite nice. These are very Breton, I feel. Then you've got more sort of gifts over here. Oh, they've got a few books, in case you forgot one. Queen Elizabeth is there. And some games. £8.30 for a Toblerone. And here you go. Sandwiches for £4.60. Tuna. There you go, there's tuna and egg. That's what you'd get, isn't it?
Tuna and egg.
They've also got a falafel. Indian falafel. Interesting. And then you've got some cheese here, which is all kind of pricey. Rich.
Oh no, she was gonna say.
It wasn't just me. I thought for a minute that they were able to get today's papers somewhere in the seas, but no, it was yesterday's. Right, I think we're done with the shop. This is the fabled Azul restaurant, which we have not booked a table at. The lunch menu is a bit different. Sea bream, pork cheek, rolled lamb, burger. You can get a veggie burger. I think we'll just get a cheese platter and have our snacks, won't we? This is a wellness room. It means space good be, so like well-being space probably. Oh, wellness room is closed for winter.
Oh.
No wellness in the winter. There's a few places all over the ship that have these sac mal de mer's seasickness bag. Yeah, that's land there. You probably can't make this out on the camera, but there is a slither of land there. So that will be the coast of France. Now there is gym equipment on the sun deck and I am going to use it. I did want to move my body a little bit today, so I'm just come back to the cabin to put my gym gear on. Annoyingly, I've left my running leggings at home, so I'm going to have to buy some at some point. That's tomorrow's job. Right now I'm just going to work out in these tracksuit bottoms, and yeah, I've got a gym top, so let's get that sorted and then head to the sun deck. Setting my watch. Let's go. So this is the gym gear. We've got a cross trainer, a bike, one of these things. It's all this kind of outdoor gym gear. I'm going to give it all a go, but Rich said he was going to come up here, so I'll wait for him to film me actually using it. I'm trying to work out what this one actually is. It's very hard.
Pull-up bar.
What I've been doing at CrossFit is toes to bar, but you need to kind of swing back, so you go sort of like practicing just getting my legs up. But you need to kind of swing back to do it. That workout was good actually, once I got into it. The equipment was a bit limited. Some of those gym equipments, I do wonder how much they actually do. But yeah, some of it was good, and I managed to do some dead hangs from the bar and some split lunges and push-ups and all sorts. So I'm just going to jump in the shower now. Was the shower warm when you had it, Rich?
Yeah, scorching.
Nice warm shower apparently. And then I'm going to film a boat tour. And look who I've found. It's a small ship. Hiya. You alright?
12 hours in, I think.
12 hours in?
Yeah.
Yeah?
How are you finding it?
Yeah, alright, you can see land.
I know, this is
This is
right.
Brittany.
This is Brittany.
Yeah.
This is Brittany.
I connected to the Wi-Fi.
There you
19
go.
minutes of free
The
Wi-Fi.
resident overlanding expert has informed me that this is definitely Brittany.
I like how you call me an overlanding expert. Can you call me that more often, please? Oof. Right, it is actually getting quite cold here now. It's getting windy, and over there it looks like a storm is brewing. So I think I'm going to say goodbye to Brittany and head inside and get warm. Brr. Brr. So in the interest of saving a bit of money, we did just have some bread and hummus back in our cabin. But I went to the bar only with the intention of getting some snacks. But apparently with 3 tapas I get a free glass of wine. And then obviously I had to buy Rich a drink as well.
Cheers.
Now, this is a very full glass of wine. It's quite cold. It's not normally the colour white wine I drink. That's alright actually. Sorry, interrupting. It's actually better than I thought it would be. Cheers. And then we've got olives and some cheese. And you said the cheese is good, Rich. Is it manchego? We've got the sort of the Spanish hard cheese that they have. Yeah, that is good. Nice. So we're going to enjoy this. And then maybe do a bit of work. I've been in an editing hole and I didn't realise bingo was on. Nearly at the end of one of my Jordan videos. Sunset. It's about 6:30 British time, about 7:30 Spanish time, and the sun is just setting over here. This is one of the best things about getting night ferries, when you can catch a beautiful sunset.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I think the sunset may have already set. I was so engrossed in my book, I think I may have missed it. but it's cool to get the glows anyway. Don't know if I'm drunk or if the boat's just rocking. So there aren't many vegetarian options available at the restaurant with dinner. So we're abating this by eating extra olives and cheese, and then we'll go and see what we can have. And I got the most expensive wine on board. €8 for a glass of wine, but I am only going to have the one. That is nice. Pincer is... Nice. All right, let's go. So this is our dinner that we've cobbled together. Rich eats fish, so he's got a tuna and anchovy salad. And then we've got this pincer, which is like a little pizza. To be fair, it looks quite good. And then I've also got a bowl of vegetable soup, which tastes like swede. Let's give this a try then. Cheesy.
Yeah.
Very cheesy. I've eaten more cheese today than I've eaten in the last 3 months. I think we're being summoned to wake up. It's gradually getting louder. It's quite a nice alarm, to be fair. I see land. I see Spain. Ooh. So this area is called Cantabria, which is one of the regions of Spain. We're actually heading to the Basque country, which is a semi-autonomous region of Spain. There's a lot of history and culture surrounding the Basque country, which I'm going to explore in my next few videos. Ooh, it is breezy. Oh wow, you can see mountains and snow. Let me try and zoom you in. Snow-capped mountains there. Cool. This is our trusty ferry, it's taking us all the way from the South England coastline. And it's sunrise. When you're taking long ferry crossings across international waters, you are actually advised to put your phone on flight mode, because if you get into international waters and pick up one of their signals, then you can actually be charged quite a lot. Ooh, but I think it's safe to turn it off now. Connect to the internet. This is now a no access area. I don't know if that's due to the weather or bunkering in progress. Oh, I think that's something to do with when it's leaving and arriving. Wow, this is really cool. Just what they say, red sky in the morning, sailor's warning. Oh. There's the sunrise over there. Hey, yeah. You alright? It's so windy. I think these are the Palantina Mountains. It looks like it's a national park. This is really cool, but also so windy. Oh look. It's so windy that my eyes are watering and my hands are numb, but I really don't want to miss this. Oh, here we go. This is Santander. I even saw another ferry up there. Look at that. This is the north coast of Spain, a coast that I've not been to before, and a coast that less people go to. I said I was going to go in, but actually I might have a little look at the map and just see where we are. So you can see the port up there. Let me zoom you in. ports up there, so that's obviously the working Santander port. Looks quite industrial. And then to the left of me, let's have a little look at the map. Where are we? So this is all kind of countryside, really, it looks like. There's a few towns, but nowhere huge. And then Santander, the city. Oh yeah, we're properly in it now. It's just to here, and this is pretty much central Santander. Time to go in now. I am frozen, but that was worth it. That was so cool. Right, they haven't told us to leave the cabins, which is great, because normally my biggest bugbear with getting overnight ferries is that they ask you to leave your cabin up to an hour and a half before you arrive in, but there was no such announcement. So I'm guessing because it's a longer crossing, we were here for 2 nights. They don't mind us so much staying in the cabins. Right, I think I'm all packed. We are docking now, so I'm just going to grab the bags, wait for Richard to come back, and then we're going to enter Santander. Some of the cabins with windows are open. You can see how they look, but it does come at a premium, these. We've made it to Santander, to the marine station, and we are out in Spain. It's relatively chilly up on the north coast. It is meant to get a bit warmer later on in the week. Now we're hopefully heading to Bilbao on one of Spain's most interesting trains that there's no information about online. So we're going to go investigate that now. I'll finish this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you want to see more of my videos in Spain or elsewhere in the world, then please do subscribe. Thank you, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!